your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you can turn or return to 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I dirty, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, last we're living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy, da-da-da, dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Soon be summertime and we'll sing again. We go driving or maybe we'll settle down. If she's rich, if she's nice, bring your friends and we'll all go into town. Women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, you can turn or return to 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I grab people, when I dirty, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea. We're always happy, last we're living, yeah, that's our philosophy. Sing along with us, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, da-da-da-da-da, yeah, we're happy, da-da-da, dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da-da.
What's up? What's up, people? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I gotta go out and get the mail. I am, still seeing some shit. Some shit, man. Things are taking a little turn now, aren't they? Things are taking a little turn for folks that are caught in lies and they don't like it. And just as I predicted, the protectors, or whatever you want to call them, the groupies, the people who like to say, I never had anything to do with it, I was just watching for years or whatever, want to push the narrative of things they don't understand or know. Then say, oh, they were my friend. I'm talking about Two-Face Angie. She says, I genuinely cared about the lady, whatever. No, you didn't. You're a liar. You're lying again. Other people that know me just know my character and take my word for it. I don't have to go back. But obviously here I do. And I have videos upon videos to show what your friends that you push their lies, what they are and what they've done. Facts, 100% proof. Just because you like somebody and you've promoted them and you've talked behind the scenes about me for years, and I've been your entertainment for years doesn't make it true. Hold on. I'm going to have to smoke something first. Yep. This is 420 friendly. I can drop the link, but I don't know. If anybody has a burning desire, just ask. I might put it there in a minute. And this stream is not for kids at all. Okay, let's see. Let me see which one I want here. Let's try this one. And I'm going to have to share my screen. You know what? This is moving like really slow. I might have to restart my computer or something. Wonder. Oh, here it comes.
With you, it never has.
Yeah,
We're going to need that, and we're going to need this. Okay, let's start with what? Let's start with this. So now here goes Angie, Treach, Brenda, and Lori. Angie decided to post one of my video comments referring to her, how she does this very thing. Hold on. You're starting to call me again. Let me turn this off. Okay. All right, so Angie's already snooping through my stuff, seeing a receipt, right? Which is only one of many of her friends. Let's not call them gang stalkers at all. No, Angie just backs them up. She's just supportive like that, right? Just supportive. And what that said was in my comment was about willing participants. I keep hearing about willing participants. And Brenda says her grandkids were never willing participants. Okay. You know what? That's true, ain't it? Yeah, that's true. When I search my name and I have a agency that does it, whatever service, searches my name on the internet and it comes up. Oh, I forget to tell y'all about all their stock names. Your Shock Therapy. What was the other one? Some kind of clock or something. TikTok or something that Brenda's been. I couldn't even remember to go all through them. This is her G Plus account. Tagged to the FBI. Cyberbully Colleen Kokar, aka 4U2, is stalking this child. This is her post. Her post bringing me into it. And I'm a willing participant for what now? For what? Using this photo of our family life in a negative and Does she show where it's being used? Where was this photo used? I've never seen it before in my life until an agency says, hey, your name is on this post. In a negative and unhealthy, extorted post on her Twitter feeds from the day we went fishing. Where is it? Show me. Where is it? It doesn't exist. Have you asked her for that, Angie? Never happened. Never happened. This photo, with it all blocked out after this photo was found, then was tweeted. And she goes on to where I found it or something, never heard of it. Just because she goes through this big, long explanation doesn't make it true. It's not true. I have videos upon videos of Brenda stalking my family and I. I have a right to tweet it, to show it, to talk about it as much as I want to. Two-Face Angie. And it's always willing participants and everything else. But when they're over at Jesse and Pavana's, why don't you tell them, well, you're a willing participant. Well, you're willing. No, there's a different tone over there, isn't there? That's what these people do. That's nothing against Jesse and Pavana, because it's not just them. When it's Lori or Brenda, these people who do this stuff, okay, this isn't anything. This is predatory. Okay.
Be friends with her. That's never going to change. The post, and she was trying to say
intimidation behavior. That's a fucking bitch move. You're done.
Well, why don't she just
doing
take
that
it
for
down?
anybody to forgive you? You have to cease all that bullshit ass behavior.
no. She.
So now we have a new recruit, Angie, pushing it again. How many people in the chat when this? I don't know. I think I took this after it was done. James is trying to explain, hey, and he's never even seen it, and so he agrees. Because he knows me. He knows me enough to know I would not do something like that.
She blacked out the images. So what I understand is she blacked out the images, and she was trying to explain how the other person was posting their own children or grandchildren.
It doesn't matter. That's her making an excuse.
So it's an excuse being a victim of somebody. And there's more. I'm fixing to show more here. Because, Andrea, you don't know. And then even when I tried to tell this woman that she didn't know, she had to be all, I'm appalled. Somebody that would, say these things about me, that I would accuse somebody of being a child stalker. Well, she did. And she's too hates shiz. I think she's over it now. I'm not looking for another 7-year fight or to every time because this woman has been on panels before with Aaron while he's stalking me. I don't think she gets it. These people just don't even get it. And then they'll say, oh, they're just milking my teats for lulz. Is that what's happening here? Is that what Two-Face Angie's doing by reposting that? Is she milking me? You thirsty, Angie? You want some milk? My milk? You, Lori, and Brenda? Because you're up in it now. You put yourself there. You and Treach, right? Treach.
For reposting it and
So
being.
if somebody posts their child, it's okay for somebody to take like her. She should have.
No, it doesn't matter. There's the YouTube and the social.
The grandchild was never posted. This is an imaginary tale by Brenda that, it was posted somewhere and I took it. No, it was taken in the very context I found it, which was me here being accused of stalking the kid. And so that I supposedly stalked this child in the photo, and then I did all of these things. That's a lie. That is a lie that she has been telling, and she told in court. She told all kinds of lies in court, and it's still coming up with Lori. Let me see. The China the Postman one. Good Lord. And now Terry. Where is it? All of these lies here with Lori. Know your rights. The Illinois Constitution and the Illinois blah blah to be free from harassment. Illinois crime victim rights. They want me to go to jail. And these people say, oh, yeah, they care about our rights and they care about our country or whatever. No, they don't. They want innocent people put in jail and or extradited or what is it called when, deported. They've called immigration, Homeland Security, you name it. Here we go here. Spreading this lie again, who was it that really was that account? Brenda. And Lori's all like, she has receipt. Is this your receipt? The same person you're in cahoots with. Even last night, as Jesse was showing proof. And Two-Face Angie's his own mod, and she's like, oh, stay on the narrative or whatever. And I'm like, it is the narrative. Listen. Fucking dumb as fuck. Let me go to this now. Let me see. I don't want to be spending my energy on this. I'm so tired of it. Let me see. Some of these are just a few of the videos I pulled up today. A few. Let's see. Okay, so there's her comments. Oh, I would like to know what lies I've told. So not only did they lie, but I'm supposed to tell them? Fucking dumb. Let's take a look at just this one. Just one of many. One of many. Let me make it big. Let me see if it's coming on the screen. This is one of many. Y'all can see it. This is 2018, September 26, 2018. Brenda's Facebook. Look who caught the same bug, the self-victimizing disease. Must have caught it from gang stalking. Freaks over Google algorithms. Here's my daughter's name and my son's name. And my husband's name and my maiden name. What is it you don't like now, Two-Face Angie? You get what you get because this has been your entertainment for years. This is what you co-sign. This is what you keep pushing. The narrative. We've all seen a small child doing it, crying crocodile tears, blah, blah, blah. Profit for hate with PayPal. Do I need to open my PayPal and show people? They're lies. These are lies. You know what? I'll open my PayPal and show James Z. Because I have stuff in there from like family or whatever that I actually put money in myself to pay bills, which will show that it's me and who I paid. Just because she goes on and on here. Okay, here we go. Self-victimization is also sometimes blah, blah, blah. This is the whole thing with these people. And they'll find actual victims of crimes, which we know of. And right here, she found a post of mine. Brenda Becker states she will go to Colleen's. Right, and that's what she said. She's just like what Tams does. So basically, she always did basically what Tams does, but but worse, because she was all over all platforms and even that other video platform. And then they'll say, oh, it's me doing it now. And it is me to some extent, but it is the truth. And I have a right to defend myself. I put here, Brenda Becker is not welcome anywhere near my family, our pets, our place of employment, or myself. which they have. Talked about my pets, my family, where I live. What is wrong with me stating this after being stalked repeatedly? This is just a few of them again. I need to smoke. Here's another one. This is one of Brenda's, what was it? Oh, I'm supposedly another account called Harlequin. I'm supposedly one who got away, Harley Quinn, and Postman. Oh, and they're talking to Winter Moon. Oh, and me. Are they calling me fat? This is Brenda. Deletes comment because she's caught talking to one who got away, which is her enemy. One who got away, and I didn't get along with them for a while because they were believing Brenda's shit. And they've even admitted it and apologized to me. So I'm over it, but I never tried to hunt them or find out who they are or whatever. It just hurt my feelings. I was like, wow, people are actually believing her. In the very beginning, very, very beginning. It just hurt my feelings was all. And then anyways, for you too, isn't that neat? See, if that were Trollop, they wouldn't be talking like Monty. Hello? And this also, Brenda was pretending to be this account. So basically pretending to be Trollop Rules and coming after me. Let's see. For You Too is part of Monograph's Gang Stalkers, but that doesn't bother Miss Brenda. See? It's obviously her. China to Three's family is gang stalked by her friend Monograph. See, she's trying to sow discord also between China to Three and I. China to Three's family is gang stalked by her friend Monograph, but she says she likes China to Three. You see? Brenda desperately needed that, and that's a lie. I've never been friends with Monograph or pushing his stuff. I like the stuff that they rolled out with at the time of the Oregon standoff. That's when I found them, basically. And that's all I really liked of Monographs. Anyway, but my friend... So again, how does that go, Two-Face Angie? Just for being in somebody's chat or making a comment, and then now they're my friend. And all this was done because I'd have to look at the transcripts, but Brenda blamed China to Three and myself for a lot. And guess what, Two-Face Angie? That's where the pigs come from Miss Brenda, wanting me to put a pig head on a stick to do artwork for her. Because that's how these people work. And then had I not just said, yeah, that's what happened, that's what she did. She didn't say for this amount of money or nothing. But it was like a whole thing of narcissistic supply or whatever. Giggling, laughing, the secrecy of it, and whatever. And that was brought up in court. Okay? That's where the pigs come from that Tretch is now carrying on for. Basically promoting Brenda. A stalker, a 2-time proven stalker. 2 different judges, 2 different court cases over the pigs. And that's what Kim has promoted for years. Hence the pigs. Okay? And now y'all have took it up and are running with it. To fight back for what is right and just, right? Couldn't research yourself out of a wet paper bag. And the lies. And here you go. Let's read these comments in this video again. China to Three's family is gang stalked. Miss Brenda says, I don't think one who got away is her. I remember them being on, one who was on one of my live streams. So she's talking to herself, keep in mind. 2-Face Angie, Brenda says, I don't think one who got away is her. I remember them being on, one of my live streams. So she's talking to herself, keep in mind. 2-Face Angie, Brenda says, I don't think one who got away is her. I remember them being on, one of my live streams. So she's talking to herself, keep in mind. You must be a newbie. Saying this to China, to Postman of YouTube. Her other older socks are not listed in your video. It's Brenda's video. She's the one who is this sock. Hold on. Hey, Urban. This besides things and oh yeah. Always kids, right? Yeah, it is. It is. And actually that's what this Andrea, who doesn't know, by the way, she comes in thinking that she's fighting for her friends. And what does she say?
Media, whatever. And the whole fucking, she's posting people's children and shit. Like she fucking blacked out the images. She blacked out the images, and I went and looked at the post, and she was trying to say
intimidation behavior. That's a fucking bitch move. You're done.
Well, why don't she just
doing
take
that
it
for
down?
anybody to forgive you? You have to cease all that bullshit ass behavior.
no, she blacked out the images. So what I understand is she blacked out the images, and she was trying to explain how the other person.
Look at the hate in these eyes. The rage bubbling. The doubling down. The body language. Pushing a narrative that is false, lies, to destroy my character, my family's character, one whom is deceased, one whom is special needs, and one whom is brown-skinned.
Was posting their own children or grandchildren.
It doesn't matter. That's her making an excuse for
So Andrea No says it doesn't matter. So if I take one of my kids, right, ham it up with some long story, maybe, like other people do, Denise, maybe using a death or special needs or something like this. I found Brenda Becker, because she just used my daughter's name, right? And then make a big old post, put my daughter's picture on it, right? What if I did that? I found Brenda Becker, my daughter's special needs, which is basically would be me stalking my own kid, exploiting my own kid, which I don't do. They do it. And then when I stick up for myself, this is years. How many years? And continuing. And now this other bitch is being recruited. She thinks she knows everything going on. Angie too. She only takes people's word for shit because she can't stand me for whatever reason. For whatever reason. When my kids are being talked about, there's Two-Face Angie. For years. Laughing it up. Oh, it's just entertainment. Oh, I'm just chatting. Like those people who used to go to funerals for the food, don't even know the people. Oh, I'm just here for the food. Oh, I'm just here to console the family. The fuck ever, man. Sick fucking pieces of shit.
Posting it and
So if somebody posts their
do that.
child, it's okay for somebody to take like her. She should have.
No.
She and James is trying to tell them they will not listen. They will not listen. They've got to be right. Can't even say, you know what? I'll go back and look at it, James. I'll go back and look at it and tell him, whatever. I'll take a screenshot of it maybe and call you or send you an email with what I'm talking about. No, they know it all. They know everything that I do, but they're not the stalkers. And take it from person to person on YouTube and try to sew them into it to get them to act nefariously for them.
But she blacked out the images, though. She didn't post the image. She blacked it out.
That's intimidating someone and say, look, I went and found this info.
Wait. Okay, so here's my problem. Here's my problem with it. People were coming to me saying, oh, she's posting people's images of.
She says, oh, just found this info. No, it had my name on it, is how I found it. By my name. By my name. Had my name on it. And accusations that I'm stalking this kid. And this is one amongst many that Brenda has done.
The children. So I went and looked at the post. The images are blacked out, and she's explaining why the image is there because the person was like trying to say like, oh, here's my grandchildren. Well, anyways, I don't know the whole story. Maybe Brenda can tell me. I don't know where Brenda's at, but maybe
James is being kind there. Hey, let's just get the whole story out here, and then maybe, maybe if Brenda, because maybe Brenda didn't realize what she was doing. Maybe Brenda misworded it. Give her a chance to, hey, let's get it over with and done with. Maybe Brenda could fucking apologize and own it, but as we see today, she's not. Doubling down with two-faced Ange. My grandkid didn't mean to be a willing participant. No, he didn't. And you exploited him, you fucking bitch. Not only him, but you've exploited other people's kids too, Terry Joyce. These people are so fucking dumb.
Brenda can tell me like the whole story too, and because there's two sides to every fucking story, right? There's two sides to every fucking story.
Each creator has a different set of subscribers, so every time a creator shares some bullshit.
Good point. And guess what? Each creator does have different ones, right? And there are actually creators who enjoy stalking children and using their own children as pawns. I'm not one of them. Who enjoy using their own children, to attack other creators who want nothing to do with them and want them just to go away, but make posts like this and what's going on now, right? The big campaign once again against me because Two-Face Angie's out there and she's mad. And she's so sweet and everybody wants to protect her. Did something happen over on YouTube? Because I've got this message that I've never gotten before. Am I being struck now? An error occurred while on YouTube. This is usually temporary. Wait a moment, then try again. Hold on, I'm going to use my phone and see if it's still going. They're trying to flag this down, the truth? Surely the, freedom of speech folks ain't doing something like that. Surely not. Okay, I'm going to talk. Well, hello, test. Something like that. Surely not. I don't know. Oh, maybe it's just the chat part back here. All right, sorry, y'all. Let's hear what else is said. That's weird. Yeah, because I'll take a screenshot and then I'll show y'all. It's for y'all creators in case you get it, and then you don't have to freak out about it. I'll put it over there. Here's the thing is, these things make for great shows, right? Or whatever. For some people, it's not what I like to even do. And this is because it's a trap. And then you'll spend all of this time not doing what you want to do, learning new things, having negative thoughts and stuff are bad for your health, right? And quite frankly, when I married my husband, I was told that my job was to be happy. If I wasn't happy working, quit my job. If I wasn't happy, whatever. And then we had a tragedy. And right now, this is what makes me happy. Is my all the rest of my life pretty much is what I have control in, except for this. So I shouldn't be visiting it. Right? But I have to because of Two-Face Angie and people like her and her little recruit now, this Andrea Knows, who again don't know shit. Does she know what she's doing? Does she not? I don't know. I don't even care. Just leave me out of it. But I already got mad at James and yelled at him about it. And anyways, he knows and hopefully he'll try not to do it again. He brought me up. And this was, here's the frenzy ensued. Also said, hey, if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to talk about it. Because it doesn't sound like, I guess they're trying to get it all out. Or should they have said, No, James, I'll do a video on my own channel about it. But you'll notice Angie doesn't usually do videos about it, does she? She's always on someone else's panel or triangulating in the comments, like she did the other day with Jesse's. Not this last show, but the show before. Was it Terry that was on the panel? And then after she got off, Angie got up to say something about it or something. I don't even know, but it's always triangulation. It's never. Why not just do this on her channel? Fire it up. Because she's a liar.
Post it out themselves. They're sharing it to another group of people. It's like doxing.
Yeah, when I get doxxed and accused of exploiting a child, I've been accused of many things. Guess what? I'm a free human, and this is the United States, and I don't have to get permission from my abuser as to where I can talk about it. Are you fucking crazy?
Someone all over again.
It's purposely
You know what I mean? It just
done
needs to
on the
stop.
internet.
Children shit. Like she fucking blacked out the images.
She's purposely telling people that she was accused of, when the kid was exploited. She's purposefully telling, well, yeah, I am. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken fucking dinner. That's exactly what I'm doing, Two-Face Ange. Then doubling down just as early as just before the show with that post. With a post again telling her what is going on here. She can't seem to get it. No, I don't think Andrea was in Jesse's chat. Not that I know of. And again, she don't even know. She don't even know what the situation here. She's just chiming in, she said, because she likes James's show because she wants all the Lulz milk. She wants it. She wants to milk the teats. Get off mine. In this case, which I think she has. Again, I want to reiterate that. I don't want to just label this girl because even though she has been with Aaron and done it, I don't really know. I haven't seen her on her own, so much. And I really don't. I'm not even sub, so I don't see her around much anyways. Maybe she, it's still early. It's still early. She could turn around and or reassess the situation, but probably not, but maybe.
She blacked out the images, and I went and looked at the post, and she was trying to say
intimidation behavior. That's a fucking bitch move. You're done.
Well, why don't she just take
doing that
it
for
down?
anybody to forgive you?
I just did these quick, so sorry for if it repeats.
No, she blacked out the images. So what I understand is she blacked out the images, and she was trying to explain how the other person was posting their own children or grandchildren.
It doesn't matter. That's her making an excuse for reposting it and
So
being.
if somebody posts their grandchild, it's okay for somebody to take like her. She should have.
No. But she blacked out the images though. She didn't post the image. She blacked it out.
That's letting somebody. That's intimidating someone and say, "Look, I went."
So me showing, yeah. To be fair, Jack and Co. Right. Yeah. Andrea is sharing her opinion on things that she don't know nothing about. Okay. In front of an audience who does know and knows of me, just putting that out there. But whatever, I don't like to harbor a lot of hard feelings. Even this shit with Brenda, okay, could have went away had it not been brought up, right? And it'd be like, Colleen, it's been 3 years. It's over, please. But no, there's been a fucking court case. There's been a whole bunch of people basically hired to come after me. One being Tams, one being Lori. Whether Lori is hired or just gets off on it. Watched Jesse's show last night. It's getting a lot closer now. And I believe that's on my community tab. Let me go see while I talk. I'm going to put that. I believe it is. If not, I'm sure his channel is. Let me go look. I had it on there. Did I already take it down? I need to not be so fast. No, his channel's there. I'm going to go put the show. I probably put it on Sugar Taco. I'm going to put the show, last night's show that Jesse did. I'm going to share it right now on my community tab. There's a lot that came out there. Nathan from Lift the Veil is unstable now. There's a lot of people who are unstable. Oh, no, that's another thing, too. With me just coming out and admitting in this space that I'm mentally ill. Yeah, a lot of people are. And again, I had a therapist tell me it's the ones who don't say they're mentally ill that you've really got to watch out for. And that there's a lot in this space, isn't there? Terry using the crazy song or whatever to attack me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, call me crazy. Yeah, while we're all going through a mental health crisis, Einstein. Fucking dumb. All right, let me get back to this. It's on the show itself is on my community tab.
Found this info.
Wait. Okay, so here's my problem. Here's my problem with it. People were coming to me saying, "Oh, she's posting people's images of their children." So I went and looked at the post. The images are blacked out, and she's explaining why the image is there because the person was like trying to say like, "Oh, here's my grandchildren." Well, anyways, I don't know the whole story. Maybe Brenda can tell me. I don't know where Brenda's at, but maybe Brenda can tell me like the whole story too. And because there's two sides to every fucking story, right? There's two sides to every.
I'm going to fast forward. I know I might have even repeatedly got this. Hold on.
Every fucking story.
Each creator has a different posted out themselves.
Purpose
You know what I mean? It just
done
needs to
on the internet.
stop. It's stupid.
Like this isn't just on.
And she knows I don't agree with that. Taking people's images of their kids.
Trying to sell it to my friend. And so what's happening here is desperately trying to break up a friendship. Why would I do that? Why would anybody want to do that? Between James and I, why? Why? He already likes Angela. He already likes all these people. They want him to not like me or go into it as to why they don't like me. I guess that is what he asked in all fairness. He asked, hey, do you mind if I ask, can you ever be friends again? I don't think he asked why. Maybe he did. I don't know. Does it matter? No, the ship has sailed and I'm moving on. But with it now, with Two-Face Ange coming out with more posts now, still too dumb to actually even realize what she's supporting. And there's been what? There's been how many in the past? Numerous, uncountable. Mark Connors himself. Who else now? Connie, who was Proud American. They did this to Kareen. They do it to Toasted. They do it to several people who have cognitive disabilities, other mental health problems, substance abuse problems. They'll use politics, racism, whatever they can to build a band of useful idiots. This is what this is.
Kids and all that. She knows.
I mean, just the act of scratching out their faces is.
This
Right.
is all over the internet. These things that she does is all over she doesn't even just keep it on fucking YouTube. It's all over.
Can you imagine being called a pedophile? And I have posts where my husband's picture is there, calling him a pedophile, a business picture that was taken from our business. I have Brenda using her business account on Twitter, which they got that picture, Two-Faced Ange, of my husband off of Instagram. Our business Instagram. Are you starting to understand this now, Two-Faced Angie? I didn't think we had to break all this down because Two-Faced Angie apologized to me, and I thought we'd moved on, but we didn't move on ever because she has still believed this for years. For years, and is now coming out of the gate pushing it again. When the final straw, Two-Faced Angie, because she asked in this show, I don't even know what I did to the lady. I don't even know. I still stayed her friend. She said she makes the claim just because I still stayed friends with Treach. Well, that is part of it. In which I don't care who's friends with who, but I'm like, when you really, not only are you his friend, but you're going to be on his panel while he's lying about me. But you wanted me to stay your friend. The fuck out of here. And then come and wanting to play carrier pigeon for Lori, who has abused me for years and my family, as much as implicating me as being involved in and or exploiting a double homicide. What is your fucking problem? You are dumb as dirt. Really, you know what? Why am I'm like, again, this is blood pressure, right? This is it's just bad cells. And that one video I got from Lestat that shows, I mean, these things do take an impact, like on our faces, from stress lines, laugh lines, ever see somebody and you're just like, an older person or an aged person who, you're like, oh man, they got those laugh lines, right? Or something, or they got character about them. Maybe they worked in the sun or something, or I don't want this look, anything about it. It keeps coming to me. Seabass, Lemieux, like he just encountered this. Oh, look what he found. Big revelation, big fucking revelation. The postman. It kind of makes me laugh when I watch it because I'm like, oh, this one's a genius. Fuck, it's hot. Hold on, I'm going to put this fan on, get it off oscillate, and put it right on me. The heat of the day. The heat of the day. Okay. Oh, shoot. Hey, hold on. All right. I'm still not smoking, y'all, and I'm getting like my sense of smell back, and it freaks me out because I'll smell something like even food or something. And I've cooked for so many years, even as a job, and I'm pretty good with my smell. So like even when something's done in the oven, anyways, all of a sudden I'll get a faint smell of something, and I'll be like, oh shit, did I leave the oven on or something? And it's no, my smell is coming back. Those are the things I'd rather focus on. That being said, I'm down to my one last pouch. I used these on patches from Marlboro because I had a coupon, and so I went ahead and I was like, all right, I'll try them. It doesn't have tobacco, I don't think. Tobacco leaf-free nicotine pouches. I like the cinnamon one, but anyway. I'm going to smoke some more of this bowl. I'm kind of trying to just turn this off. We can listen to more, but I mean, this, I could do like a whole season on this. A whole series as to breaking this down. With things that have gone on for years. Now spreading the stuff that happened between Urban and I. Again, Urban was also gaslit, and that's why I was mad. No, I shouldn't have said that, but I didn't even know I wasn't supposed to say it. Wasn't saying it something I say common or nothing, but I've heard it said. In that instance, in that very instance, it was like, really? You're going to call me melanated Chester? Or actually push the notion, whatever, and the showbiz pizza, blah, blah, blah. Which wasn't even meant to be that. But anyways, now we know all that, and then to rehash it up, and that's the thing, and that's why they keep sharing it. Oh, yeah, now they can paint me as a racist and recruit more people. Purposefully. But they're not telling James about that, right, Trici? You're not telling James about all your pigs and shit. And Angie wants to go back. If I wanted to do a standalone videos for history records showing the pictures of the pigs on steak heads that Brenda wanted me to do so she could make a video to attack Becky, and it's in the transcripts. That's where the pigs come from. Because that's what you've been promoting, Two-Face Angie. You and Kim, because I put pigs pictures on Kim's, right? Right? And that was even for another reason. Because of Kim, look, I do what I cover, these people have always taken out on me personally. Yeah, Urban did, but he took them down. So that's just the thing, and it's done, right? Even if I didn't get an apology, I would be like, okay, it's done, and maybe it was a misunderstanding or whatever it was. Here's the thing about an apology too. If I were to take these down and say, I'm sorry it got to that point or whatever, which I won't because I don't feel I have every right to do this. But I'm just saying, I have apologized for certain things, and Two-Face Angie here, as a matter of fact, we'll talk about one of them. When I doxed her before, and she asked me, and what she said to me was, it'll stay here. It'll never leave this private call. She said, I just want to know how you doxed me. She couldn't figure it out. She thought it was fucking magical. She talks about what kind of work she does in the area she lives in. It's not like it's a McDonald's where there's one on every fucking corner. And then they want to act like, oh, that's stalking when you find out somebody, look somebody up who's abusing you. And they go about this in here too. Oh, she used her stalking skills. But they'll laugh it up with James when James brings up how he impersonated my husband. Did he use his stalking skills to find my husband, Andrea? You didn't seem concerned about it when James said he did it and admits to doing it to others. Isn't that odd? She didn't have an opinion like, oh, James, I didn't know you've stalked people before. The term kind of goes away, right? And then all of a sudden the willing participant term creeps in. Two-Face Angie, how about you fuck off? Fuck off and stop lying. Hold on. I'd really like to edit this video. And these expressions, the lies, the open hands like Jesus. Nothing to hide. Fucking. Oh, hold on. Let me hear more. Because, here's the thing is I have to even hear it to remember. I put it out of my mind. I haven't even dealt with you yet, Denise. And that shit, I mean, come on now. Anyway, I don't even know if I want to revisit that, but it looks like I'm going to have to. Or not. Or just find something else to do. I hate it. It's just so dumb. These people thrive on this shit. Thrive on it.
Who knows what? Rumble, Twitter, fucking...
Rumble, wrong. Don't have nothing about these people on Rumble at all. I have a Rumble account, and I'm allowed to have one. Two-Face Angie. How does Angie know I have a Rumble account? None of them are on it. Did she stalk me? You stalking me, Ange?
You're going to Rumble. That's why you don't want to get struck.
That's why shit all over the fucking place. That's why I can't still be go back to that.
No, I'm not.
Nobody said they wanted you back. Number one, and I do understand the question. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. I got to put you on music break. Somebody keeps asking me if I got something. I haven't got the mail. And it's important. Let me do that really quick. And it won't be long at all. Hold on.
distance in your eyes. Oh no, I've said too much. I set it up. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up with you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much. I haven't said enough. I thought that I heard you laughing. I thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. Every whisper, every waking hour, I'm choosing my confessions.
All right. Hopefully they don't call because it's a person I really need to talk to. And those are the relationships we need to be having, and that this stuff creeps into. And again, with my husband, their obsession with my tenants, with my marriage, and having to prove these things. And watching this again, though, what just came to my mind as I was going out to get that package, I was like, now I remember James saying this, and now I understand it, I think. Because I'm a little slow as well. What he said was, when he said, you know what, because Colleen's been through a lot, and then the looks on their faces, and they're thinking about, and I did myself, about the hardships that I faced through my life, and that's what I thought James was getting at. But no, I think what he was getting at, because he even says, he follows up and says exactly what hardships, whatever he's talking about, the ones he did to me himself, because they're all, the looks on their face, and they're all like, because that's something they can't stand either. Anytime anybody is here to comfort me, to encourage me, to strengthen me, and you'll see, Angie will say here, oh, did I talk about these things to bond with my audience, or to get my audience to believe things? I'm talking facts. I'm talking facts. Hey, Malibu. The time you put into those videos, you can't remember the children you've posted. Show them to me. Oh, I'm sorry. See, that's why, and then especially when I'm stoned, you're talking to Urban, right? That's the thing with Urban. But here's the thing, though, is that I don't know what Urban was gaslit a lot of stuff. And then Gus had mentioned him one time and saying that, yeah, and you know what? It will fuck with your head. It will fuck with your head. And I have had the, I think that when I've made my worst mistakes is when I came out and I just wanted to just lash out as strong as I could. Because, like, not, I don't want to say out of fear, but just out of, I want to throw the hardest punch I can coming out. I'm not making excuses for nobody, because Urban knows I don't like some of the things. And he was sent a picture of my daughter as well. And I think that they know that Urban's done it before, but I really don't think that maybe he doesn't understand what he did or something. I don't know, but he's talked about it at length. And what I'm saying is, sometimes when it has stopped, okay, this is what I do. I say, okay, what do I want out of this situation? What am I going to consider winning? In this argument, what am I going to consider coming out winning? That's one thing these people don't do, because they want it all and they want it now. And they want to be right, and then they want to rub your face in dog shit for the rest of your time on YouTube. That ain't how it works. I go in and my thing, in my mental mind with Urban, I'm like, What I want him to leave me alone. I don't want him to post my daughter's picture. You know, the kids, his videos did disturb me. I wish they would go away. Therefore, when they went away, in my mind, it's done. We're good. I don't know what other people are going through, and that's their thing. But for me, it's like, and then that's the first step. Had Brenda done this with me, then say even give it a year or whatever, the cooling off period, then I would have been, yeah, she did stop. No, she didn't recruit anybody else. No, she went away. Kind of like I did with what I thought with Lady Scorpio, Barbie. And then who brings her back? Angie, over again. I just wanted to ask you, oh, Barbie said any little thing. And I would be like, all right. Then she'd have to come back and say, oh, she couldn't believe I did it. Made Angie all powerful, I guess. Like, oh, like how she does. Oh, she knows powerful people and can make things happen because she pretends to be a peacekeeper, in which she's not. She does it for YouTube clout. Just like bringing up those packages and shit. Each and every time it's ongoing, I have every right to thoroughly explain the truth. Again, Jack and company, I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying, again, with life, and I really do think even with just the price of food or whatever, that even just our own personal lives, there's just enough stress out there, even in good times. If what is stopped has stopped and it's not spreading, remember, like with Mike Truth and all them, and because it can spread, and that's what they were trying to do again here. And the Lepo show was brought up last night on Jesse's, and I went through all of that. Yeah, no, it's a no. Oh, that reminds me, I can't see Cosette, and I have no, like, I don't know why I can't get it fixed in my account. I can see her on my Sugar Taco channel, but not. I had to switch last night, and just as I switched, James ended his show, and anyways. I can't see a lot of people sometimes, and it's some kind of a glitch with my account. This one in particular, and this one, and I just don't even use the other one, which is the Universal Truth Project. I just don't use it that often. So it's probably over there as well. I don't know. It's hard to explain because they're the only accounts I have that are like tied to each other. Why do I have to explain that? I don't understand. Why can't I just tell people? If somebody told me, hey, my accounts are fucked up, you're really not blocked, I would just be like, I would still, think, well, that's kind of weird, and I kind of, whatever, but I would just take them at their word for it until I figured out, any other problem I had with it.
I'm saying go back to it, but I'm not saying go back to being like, oh, let's be cool, let's be friends again.
Right.
That's not even what I'm saying at all. But
right.
like you have to understand, so for me, I have to of course I don't like that shit, and I could jump the gun and be like, fuck that bitch, you're fucking wrong as fuck, right? But I have to actually talk to the person first, and why did you do that?
I respect
and
that.
What is your reasoning?
I respect
let
that.
Let me know your reasoning, and she let me know her reasoning, right? Because I was like, did you really post that shit? Is it really some fucking?
You also noticed, like in Jesse's show last night, when Jesse's going over TAMs and whatever, none of these people have, and she's gone after all these different people, right? And that's what Jesse's show is about. Is about talking about the abuse. Not one of them, not a comment from one of them. So they dug themselves in good. Own it and just be there and roll around in it and fucking enjoy it. Whatever. Anyways, I could go on with this. I'm really tired of it. Like I get a buzz and I'm like, it's a buzzkill. I think I hit everything. I was waiting to hear something to remind me, and I forgot what it was.
Images of people's child. She said yes, but I blocked it out, and I explained why I posted it. And the reason why I posted it because I thought she was posting it trying to troll me, and then she tried to explain the reason, whatever, right? So I try to understand that. I try to. Mm-hmm. I still don't agree with it.
Done to you, don't fucking do it. It's really that simple.
Yeah,
And if you
yeah, you
do
don't.
it, that's
She
your
does
behavior.
hurtful.
They're using my victimhood, basically, right? I don't play victim very well, so sorry there and sorry not sorry. Abuse that has been thrown on me to virtue signal and take some kind of moral stand in something they have absolutely fucking nothing to do with. No one here is Brenda or me, not a one or the grandkid. Just amazes me. And
Things to people, Andrea. She does hurtful things to people when she just gets mad at them.
so I was just mad and I decided to go hunt this little boy up. You're a fucking liar and you're accusing me of something extremely serious. And I'll tell you who I tagged on that was DCF or whatever. Absolutely. When a kid is being exploited and used as a weapon on social media, that is abuse. That is abuse, and that is the weaponization of a child toward myself. They've done this with our tenants, with our clients, with our pet. The guy. Yeah, that's an hour, and that's way more than enough for today. I'm done because I could go on each and every time with these people, y'all. I could post stuff all day, talk about it all the time, go into all the chats and feel like, because that's what they do, right? There's all these little sects of people, like there's the Philemon clique and the other clique and the other clique who have, like they all have different points of contention, right? And then that's what they constantly do. Go get back to their what do they actually call that? The spear of tip of the spear. Everybody has their own tip of the spear. Here we call them communities. Whether it's true crime, whether it was Vegas, whether it was the Bundys, whether it was Pizzagate Q, right? 9/11. That's the tip of their spear. That's what finally delved them into. No, no, no. There's somewhere else that where the facts can be found, or where they feel like they have a voice, right? A passion. Vaccines, on and on. And people actually do that, right? With in constructive ways, such as educators or students or people taking career paths, right? Choosing some, what I'm saying? So anyways, in this case, this is what they do. They use it. So, oh, wow, right. Conveniently, that happened right around what time? Pizzagate. So they are using mental manipulation with a lot of people. I don't know, Urban. I could weigh in on that, but it's done. I want to look at it as it's done and over with. Just like don't even because even if people do make mistakes and I have, and then again, like here with Two Face Angie, I told her, yeah, this is how I found you, and then she's gonna go on and make it a big creepy thing about how I'm creepy and she's so important that I looked her up by her career or whatever. She made her career. She was a willing participant talking about that shit, and then it's like, okay, and where she lives. But wait a minute. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? Oh, it sounds horrible when you say it like that. But where did Two-Face Angie hung out before? And who does she hang out with? Okay, let's talk about Edward, for example. Edward has had to look into people's data, right? Has every person's data that Edward pulled up is each one guilty? Or did some prove some people innocent? Or be like even the wrong person? looking at somebody who's not even involved, not even a willing participant, but just simply had the same name as somebody else? Is he keeping track of all that? What would that look like if I looked through Edward's computer, if I magically could do that? That would look bad, wouldn't it? Like I could say, oh, look at all the people he's looking at and make up all kinds of stories, right? When really he was doing just what he does here on the internet, right? With predators or whatever. Basically, that's what these people are doing. They're trying to make something into what it's not, and something that they do themselves, and things I could actually show screenshots. And James comes back and says himself, let me see if it's on this clip where, because I had to take this like in 3 clips, where James said, him and I have been tight because he put me through shit. And then I've been through shit. And then they all want to be like, and they all say, oh, I have too. Me too, me too. James is like, no, I went through his shit on the internet. Has nothing to do with my son's death or anything else. It was between James and I. And for some reason, these people are like even jealous of that and jealous of victims, jealous of actual victims or somebody who is on the abusing side of things. And that's between James and I. And if they are trying so desperately to sabotage a friendship, even again, I could stay over here. These are not my people. These are not my people right here. See this square? Not my people. Even kind of James. And that, believe me, a lot of people don't even like that either. I've had people on my side not wanting me around this and concerned for my mental health and be like, why are you around this? Why you should not be there. And him in particular. And I'm like, I don't know. It's just a really weird friendship. So, and I've lost friends because they couldn't respect that. And then I thought, it'll be very sad if they are proven right. That would be sad. But I'll at least be smart enough to fucking realize it. Let me see if I get to the point.
And that's my own experience. She got mad at me for whatever the fucking reason was. I didn't do shit to the lady.
She didn't do shit. Nope, not Angela. Not at all. No. I mean, come on. And she totally liked me, right? Totally liked me. And is now going back how many years, Two-Face Ange? Or why didn't I just stop it at that? And then for people who don't know, don't even break it down any further and just say, oh, they're after me for something that happened 7 years ago. How long ago was this? And just discredit their feelings, which again, they don't do to Jesse and Pavana. So it's very peculiar. Only certain people are victims to these people and other ones are willing participants. They like to sew some stories together that are so fucking fake. It's not even real. And pushing it. And you will not ever see a video by any of these people saying they are sorry and being articulate as to the reason why they're sorry. And if they do, run, because it is not genuine. Such as I went through with Lori herself. They do sow discord. They do push out LARPs. And as for how far it goes will be revealed, won't it? Won't it? It will. Social castration is a very serious term. Let me tell you another thing I learned from James is forgiveness. Excuse me. James and I did go through a lot and did a lot of blows, but when it was gone, it was gone. And forgiven and gone, taken down and gone. And there are few people you will find that after it's reached a certain point that you're even able to do that with in YouTube and in life. They're going to throw it up again and throw it up again and throw it up again. And it's not going to be something that was overcame. It's going to be a constant, what do you call, like an albatross. Yep. Therefore, Gulabo, Bhootani. I'm getting it now. Bhootani. Gulabo Bhootani. That's me now. Gulabo Bhootani. It's there's roses to be smelled and tea to have in the garden, and it's much more enjoyable. As a matter of fact, I don't know. I'd like to think that I'd vlog until during this next transition. But I don't know if if it involves this, but it would be kind of fun. But I don't think I'd be allowed. Because it would ruin the whole purpose of the journey. Sometimes it just takes us a while to figure it out. So sorry, I had a deep thought. We always have a garden. My husband's really good with plants. And he is like a nerd. How I married a super nerd. I mean a nerd. But cracks me up nerd. Anyway, I won't go into that whole story. Anyway, so I ended up learning a lot, let me put it this way, about plants. Do y'all remember, I don't think that it's really a back in the day it was very common if somebody saw a plant, even a vegetable, to holler over the fence or something, right? And say, hey, where'd you get this variety of, tomatoes or something? And the farmers would just get to talking. He's still from that era. He will stop on the road or whatever, knock on a door, ring the doorbell, and those people will become friends for life. We will be over there having dinner with them. He will see this plant that he's been looking for. And he will be like, I have to have a cutting, please. I noticed your whatever in your backyard. And, we have our people. And anyways, where I got to thinking about that, because that's my place is in his garden. Making chai and talking about good things. I never understood that either. And they would always be like, talk about good things. Why do you talk about these bad things? Why talk about it? It's almost like they're hurt. It's like watching somebody do strenuous exercise over and over. That's what their faces look like to me. They look like they hurt. They're getting exhausted just listening. And it's not even this stuff or anything like that. Let's just say politics. Well, I guess that I've completed this side of my journey, so I understand the other one now. Is that it was ruining, my chai, the garden, my company, whatever it was I was talking about. I don't even remember now. So I got to get back to the garden. And, this might be maybe I learned what I was supposed to now. That's what I'll take from it. Sorry that Gulabo Bhootani Sorry that Gulabo Bhootani had to go about it this way. But you know what? It is old, and I'm not going to hold this whole victim thing and go around everywhere and be all carry this with me. Damn you, Thomas, you stupid motherfucker. No, I don't even know. I don't even know if he. I don't care. I don't care. So maybe it helped me through this because sometimes, what is it? Let me see. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Gulabo. Gulabo. I'm anti Gulabo. Bhootani. Bhootani. That's an inside joke. But yeah, see, but that joke belongs where? In the garden. With my people in the garden. My garden people. Not you people. I'll take the blessing. I will take the blessing and be about my way. With the grace of God. I know James D invited me to his garden, but I just don't, I'm not seeing that as my garden. No. But he's fun, isn't he? And I'll take the lesson. But I was mad at him. And then I found out that somebody sent him a video, because I did get mad and yell. And he was like, somebody recorded it and sent it to him secretively. Again, trying to do what? And it's funny, and we laugh about it. And he says he didn't even watch it. And and will he watch it? Probably not. He'll laugh about it. Because why? Why let your journey take that turn? Like, I don't know. I learned a lot from James too. People are funny as fuck. And I did actually marry somebody who's extremely funny. And we're all on a journey, whether and who can take this journey? Only us. Only us. And thank God I married somebody that is totally like, yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, learn your lessons, go ahead. Go ahead. We can't learn them for anybody, right? So that's where I'll go with it. And as far as Denise, like I'm stoned. I don't even remember where it left off. Denise, your lies, so many lies. And Denise is working with other people now, I think, or something. And Iraqi freedom, like what's going to come out about her someday? It could be very horrible things, but I'll still laugh. Watch it come out someday like she's some kind of Russian spy or something, or I would not even doubt it. I would not even bat my eye to find out like if Denise has some kind, like if she's like trained. She's totally faking everything. Why is she sweating in an apartment in the United States? Denise, here's my message to you, Denise, before I even dig into your video. If you love America so much and you're Trump and whatever, why are you sweating on the coast of Corpus Christi with no air conditioning? I mean, you are sweating. Why? It's financial. What is not available to you that needs to be available to you after the years you put in? How can you consider that something to be, what now? Just seems stupid. Just seems stupid because maybe it is just stupidity. Maybe she just is not. Why is she being nefarious? She doesn't want to be tracked. That's why. It's probably an abandoned building and she's some super spy. Budget's getting lower. She looks like she's in a safe house. I'm just saying, like, who lives like that in those standards, y'all? People like in third world countries. Why? And how is she being so? It's amazing to me. It is kind of a spectacle, but Denise, why don't you? Maybe it's sad because maybe nobody's there for her because she lost her only, person, her only support was her daughter. Or something. But I hope she finds friends, man. There's people who get paid to help you. Why can't you find them? Or did she already find them and wear them out? Anyway, I don't care. That's Denise's journey. But don't bring me down at Denise. Oh, she's working and that goes in another whole road, doesn't it, Denise? Because she is working for some other ones. Which doesn't involve me. And then it doesn't need to, but it has in the past. I guess it still is because she's saying something about me. Do I care? I don't even know. Why would I care? I'm so sick of it. It's like, it is like a dog humping your leg. It's like, oh, that again. Gross. I hate to go there. You know? Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm just stoned and rambling. Hopefully this will be out of my mind. And I could go on and on with this. Because that's what these people are doing. They're building a whole big campaign. They believe in their mind that U.S. Marshals have gone to their house, that the investigation of a double homicide has been exploited by me. Another one's a fear for her life. Says she's suing me, but on the other hand is telling me to sue her, and then she wants to respond. I mean, this is rapid cycling with that one. Within like 5 minutes, she's on 3-4 different directions. Scared to death, contacting me. Scared to death, contacting me. Don't expect me to keep up with all that. I'm going back to my garden. I should go back to my garden and then just invite, how would you say James D? You would just say, yeah, I guess you would say James DG. I'll invite James DG to Gulabo, Bhootani. Gulabo, Bhootani's garden. We can't drink there. Sorry. But it's okay. You can have chai, but you can't. I think you can. You can smoke, but probably try not to. Would be better. Anyway, that's another journey not to be televised. And again, what in that journey is also complete privacy. Because if you can be in that space for even just start out with 5 minutes a day, 5-10 minutes, then you're doing better. Then here and spending this time, it's just so negative here. It will wear on you. And you have to try to put more of the happy energy into your being. And like being around this stuff is being around. I'm back full circle, like my husband told me in the first place. Be away from it. Be away from it, Gulabo. Gulabo, Bhootani. Be away from it. It's just so silly that it took me this much to figure it out. But thanks, y'all, because you kind of helped me along the way. Even the creepy ones, because I wouldn't have noticed it. I would be like, duh. Why would I want to be around that? Or even argue to be around it. Or even be upset that my friend wouldn't want me around or like didn't, James didn't say to stay away, but I'm like, I have to. Now it totally makes sense. It's kind of dumb to even go over there. Anyway, I'm thinking out loud. I'm out of here. I'm going to make this private. Again. And that bothers them. And then they'll be like, she still has it public. If not, they'll say she puts it private. These people are nuts. Trying to control my life. Trying to control what I say, what platform I say it on, where it's my right to show these things because they are of a serious nature. And they are factual. And we're doing it again. is another whole campaign, and this is always their last ditch effort. Therefore, there has to be a record. But the point is to move on. Otherwise, it's going to go right back into that, and that's what they want, is for it to carry out for another 4, 5, 6 years, and use that for everybody because they can't have friends that are in both places or whatever, or friends with other people. I don't have to be YouTube friend. I don't even have that many friends on YouTube or whatever. And that one quote that Lori put, James D, like July 2023, Colleen knows all my secrets. Who would care? Who would care? These people don't want anyone else to have intimate relations. And as you saw, like that term right there, like to be castrated on social media, is that would be hard. I don't know. There's a strength in forgiveness. Had I spent all these years making myself James D's victim, showing the videos I have of what he did to me and all the secret messages or whatever, right? Might get me some clout. Hey, let's say he gets a really big channel one day or whatever, right? And I could say, oh, look what he did to me. Look what he's really like, right? And get attention or something. That would be cruel and sickening. And guess what? You don't even really need to have it happen to you to do something like that. You can just totally make it up, like Brenda's doing to me and has been for years. Had I not said anything, they will continue to recruit and spread the disease and spread the disease and spread the disease of lies. And it is meant, and that's the one thing with Terry, I think she was right on, is it's that Keck people who have, it's warfare, and what they say is hurt them psychologically because physical wounds heal. When some people call other people a commie or Antifa, or as Lori had from the very beginning, an enemy of the state. Okay, she considers herself a watcher for the evil ones or whatever. She's if she thinks I'm committing blasphemy, she's there and she's making a note of it. I ain't your bitch. And that is definitely deep-seated into, for whatever reason, I don't know. I'm not her. But it always goes back to my marriage, my religion, my beliefs, the way I lean politically or in my reporting, journalism, is not being respected. Which that brings in the puzzle people, because I wonder how that would make that Chris McGimsey Jones or Baby Fist or even Titus Frost. The ones who say that they're part of the pirate party, right? And that Joker guy, I don't know his name. People who may not even like me for whatever reason, but they can respect that I have the right to do so and stay within certain lines. Because these lines have all been crossed purposefully. They should rethink it. If they want to push the microchip stuff, right? They say, oh, it was just a meme or whatever, right? Maybe take it down a notch and just be like, hey, all that other stuff isn't even needed. But then again, it is because they mean to sow discourse. And it is warfare. And it just depends, I guess, where it's funded, or what is there a common belief, or are they, as Terry Joyce says, vigilantes, which she herself is a vigilante. Again, I need to get back to the garden and in the kitchen and cooking up delicious things and sharing food with people to feed their bodies and to say nice things to feed their minds, because they need it more than this. So do I. So watch Jesse's or whatever, and I feel for Nathan. I don't really understand it. I started to delve into it, but he is suffering. I heard that he did, I guess he said some Holocaust denial stuff or something, or whatever. He's not stable. And he's known, he has had a breakdown before, from what I'm told and what he's told publicly, right? Anyways, it don't matter. All that other stuff doesn't matter. The whole thing is even if you don't like somebody, he is going through a hard time, and those things are exploited. So are people supposed to say, oh, well, he's just a willing participant, let's all have fun watching another human being, usually by the same crowd who cares so much about life and about Christ, believe it or not. I'm just saying we're living in some strange times. And then again, it's easier just to turn our head right and think, oh, well, Nathan never cared about me, or whatever is that's not right either. Anyways, even if y'all just send out good energy or whatever, just for your fellow man. I mean, these fuckers are out here and spend all this time sowing chaos for a reason. And again, Brenda is mentioned in the Robert David Steele emails and the A858 emails or whatever. And some stuff came out about them as well last night, right? In Jesse's show. Again, why am I any part of that? For a reason. I am a target. Now, should I become, oh, I'm a targeted individual? No, these people all are taking that on and have, you know what? Another one is Winter Moon. She was never part of anything. She was a target. And I believe, I don't know, because I used to argue with Winter Moon privately, and I would be like, no, Donna has to be part of it or whatever, and not like a target. But I still want to say Donna's part of it. But Winter Moon would never wanted to come to that. She might now, but I don't really know. All I know is I wasn't part of it. So there were the people who kind of made the targets and then were tracking them. Like, oh, this one's believing this now, that one's believing that now, and then laughing about it. It was manipulation, like ARG or whatever. Whatever. And even then, what if I'm completely wrong? Oh, well, will I spend the rest of my days trying to find out? No. But it is a fact that Brenda and Tams work together, put it all together. I don't care. Will the FBI ever do anything about it? Well, I don't know. They keep calling on themselves, repeatedly calling on themselves. No lie. That's right. Today's Monday, and I got to call that office to find out about the latest report made on me by Lori to the federal authorities. She said the call was made, a report was made, again involving me in the double homicides. They need to really look into that. Does the rest of that family know? Because it is. And believe me, I know how that goes, right? Because they badger me all the time about things involving my traumas, who they brought into this from the very beginning on purpose. For what reason? These people are extremely sick. I don't know. There's probably profilers or something that know what they are, because I'm not alone. I'm not alone, and these people have been targeting people for a while and stuff like that, and all that's going to come out. Which reminds me, something I need to look at here is this. Did I leave it on there? This was a tweet that I found interesting 2 days ago, July 22nd. Remembering how Jim, he's talking about Jim Stewartson, which is another avenue. Remembering how Jim had spent time wrongly insisting Microchip was a lark being run by Doug Stewart got me thinking about Microchip testifying at the Mackey trial. Now, Mackey being Douglas Mackey, right? And which again, I cannot for the life of me remember who's who in that and why. I don't know why. It's very simple. That being, so who's Ricky Vaughn? Uh, and then there's another one, another name, isn't there? Douglas Mackey, Ricky Vaughn, Microchip, Doug Stewart. Anyways, I'm just watching to see how this plays out for many reasons. Yeah. And then I remember there was probably a transcript out there by now, which there is. Oh, look, and it has, I didn't click this link. Let me read this again and get it sunk in. Remembering how Jim had spent time wrongly insisting Microchip was a lark being run by Doug Stewart. Wrongly insisting that Doug Stewart was running a lark. Got them thinking about Microchip testifying at the Mackey trial. And then I remember there was probably a transcript out there by now, which there is. All right, I'll read this, y'all. Even though I'm just going to go off into this other area and make this private. Because this is what I would be doing anyway. Hey, Carol. Yeah, so I'm looking at y'all's comments. Siren, I don't understand that either. Like, because I didn't watch all of Jesse's. I was over there at James D, which I should not have been. But sometimes Jesse's shows just need to go in their own directions, the same as James should. And then be a rewatch for me. You know what I mean? Because again, I was being attacked at Jesse's too. It's like I don't want to be part of the show or part of the content. Again, it happened over there. I'm like, this is absolutely ludicrous. How would Dave's family like it if they knew LAS is online accusing, oh yeah, Lori, accusing people of murdering members of Dave's family? She only married into the family. Right. It's being exploited. It was being exploited from the very beginning. It's weaponized. They've weaponized children. They weaponize other people's traumas. And they think that it's news, and then they'll come back and say it's part of fighting the New World Order. Right? Exploiting traumas and whatever. You tell me. They're not the only ones, and they've been doing this. So how many people have been hurt, including freaking Becky, right? Including a lot of people who may have ended up doing some very, very bad things due to their minds being, fucked with or believing things. And even like with, let's say with Nathan and with this whole thing, I guess that Gabe wanted to debate Nathan, and Defenga was pushing that or something, and Nathan, I guess, had made, this is a secondhand information, not verified. Nathan had said something about denying the Holocaust or something. People are allowed to do that. I'm not saying I support that in any fashion, but to then, if they don't want to debate it or whatever, that might mean that there's still a part of them that's like, well, I don't know if I feel that strongly about it that I would talk publicly about it. You know what I mean? Like there's kind of different phases. And so in this phase that we're at, let's say, right, with the United States, what's the desired outcome? Because we've come to this before, right? Over like slavery or industrialism, that it was going to be a either or, right? Us or them type thing, which would be like, well, what do you want to do? Put them in jail? So what was that term that was just used here to socially like castrate them? You know what, or to for them just to progress or learn to grow interpersonal skills or something. I don't know how that would happen. I don't know how that would happen because what has happened in the past in history is they were hung. Remember, and we won that war. But in a sense of humanity, is that really, it's sad that that had to happen. A lot of things have had to happen because it would be cool, like with technology, if somehow people could. But then again, what are the facts? It's a very strange conundrum, isn't it? Because just having the right to have a belief is actually part of life itself, right? I mean, a free choice, a free will. So, anyways, it's all a very deep subject, but that goes both ways. Why are people coming after me or whatever? Let me get back to this. I'm stoned and out there. All right, so this is the Mackey case, right? This is United States of America versus Mackey. This is a microchip case. So are they naming him as, so his name is out, this is microchip? Because sometimes I read that it's a secret because he's still testifying to some of this behaviors. This was March 20. Oh, and this is on appeal. Should I I'll put the link over here just in case somebody's watching that actually wants to read this. Hello, Clovis. I said hi to you, didn't I, Carol? Let me see. Oh, you got your channels in jail? Be careful with those freak thunderstorms, Carol, because they're creeping up now everywhere. Like that one, again, the recent one I went through, I've never in my life. It was just a freak storm. The way it just creeped, it was just there. It was just there, and then it was that intense. That was the lightning one. All right, so back to this case. Transcript of criminal cause for trial before the Honorable Ann M. Donnelly, United States District Judge, before a jury. This is still ongoing, so I don't, this is what, I'm trying to dig through it to get to, where would I even start to explain this to anybody? Where was I going with that? So, a transcript out there was probably a transcript. Okay, so so this is the actual transcript. Insisting that microchip was a LARP being run by Douglas Stewart. So maybe Douglas Stewart is wrongly accused, and this transcript is supposed to show how. So let's see. Yeah, there's no way we could read all of that, but it's supposed to be in here. I just want to get a feel for it since I have it open, what actually was said. The whole outcome of this case is microchip was posting memes on Twitter that were saying, hey, you can vote for was it Hillary early? You could vote for Hillary or whatever. You could vote by using this hashtag, vote by your phone. And people actually did or whatever, but it was considered interfering with an election. And that's the 2016 election. Now let that sink in, and what would the ramifications for that case, whether you believe in these people, whether you like them or not. What does that look like for many people going forward from there? With this being, does this case set precedents as to what people are allowed to post? Because I mean, like, even right down to this grandkid, right? Whom I did not post. I reposted, I privatized it. Right? I reposted the whole post except for I made the child's identity private. What is the law on that? What if you found out? What if you found out, for y'all that have raised kids with step parents involved, that while kiddo was spending time at Grammy's on the other side, Grammy's exploiting that kid in some online bullshit? I will be highly pissed. Do not use those kids as a weapon towards me. And then these people want to be all like reaching out to family members and this and that, and then totally denying it. Like I'm supposed to own it. I'm supposed to allow this through the years. It's just ludicrous. Anyway, so with this case, posting a meme of saying, oh, hey, you can vote by this. I don't know. I've seen some very bizarre things out there, and you would think, right? Like the tags on a pillow, don't get near fire, things like that. It's kind of weird, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Some of the things people do, and even personalized attacks or whatever on people, saying people are pedos, saying people are pedophiles. Does that incite violence? I don't know. Like, at what point is that considered yelling fire in a theater? I wonder. I think, are the pirate people? What are they doing about this case, or are they part of this case? I really don't know. I don't know how. There's so many creeps. I can't figure them all out. But this Douglas Stewart guy is. That's a story for another day. And yes, I do believe in some cases that it does need to go the full extent of the law. Because again, we're supposed to be peacekeepers between each other. We are our brother's keepers. Sometimes our brother is not the best person, or a person that we agree with or whatever. I don't know. These people creep me out. I gotta get back to the garden, be done with this, and just be a fly on the wall. James said last night that he might leave again. I hope he leaves again. I hope he does. I really do. I hope I have the strength to do just that. Because nobody's going to be missing the news or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just like anything else. We outgrow it. We outgrow platforms, right? We outgrew MySpace. We outgrew all these other things. Maybe there's a time to outgrow YouTube. But right now, there's other shit that's going to come down, isn't there? As far as Brenda being in the Robert David Steele emails and how all that's going to play out, well, they'd like me to talk more in detail about that, but I'm just not going to. 3 hots and a cots, and you better be hungry because you're going to be. that thing that you love. That came out in Jesse's too. These people are always coming at me sexually. A video with my name all up in the title, and then talking about how she believes she was a man in 4 past period lives, and she has said before if she things that she would do and who she would do them to if she had a penis. And I'm talking about Tams in particular. My allergies are messing up really bad today. I'm going to take a Benadryl, which will make me loopy. Yeah, and then all these other ones who have just been stalking me for like, they have gained friendships over me being the main thread to stalk. Like watching another episode, like, oh, did you catch the latest episode today? You know, and stuff. They do that. Right, Barbie? Right? Because I've been actually with them. Of course, that was because it involved me or something. But like, they will do anything to be part of it. Of the, you know, it's reality TV. So that they can poke or prod here or there, like in a chat or write or use each other to contact. Like this last fucking message I got from the one. This would be the last time I do this, but Lori. I'm like, what part of fucking... I want no part of it. Do you not understand? And mark my words, the last time that it was said that Lori has nothing to do with Thomas. Jesse showed last stuff. Jesse showed a lot. And there's a lot yet to come. You know. And the less that is said about that, the better. Something that they like never, like, they lie all the time with the fake court and stuff again. Now it's starting again with the new one with Denise's twin. Threatening to sue me, then begging me to sue her because she wants to. This is all in her imagination. Okay? When it comes to something legal, things that are done legally are done on paper, hard copy paper, and come to the door. And if you hired a lawyer to do it, or if you have any, like 2 brain cells to rub together, you do not talk about it. You let it be a surprise. Surprise me, bitch. Surprise me. And quit begging to be surprised. Then she's like, no, I want you to serve me so I can countersue you. She thinks she just slipped at the supermarket. She's going to get a big windfall with some kind of abuse case with me. I've already been down this fairy tale too. This fairy tale, and I was going to pay for other kids' college. It is what it is. It did happen for a long time. And guess who was in the audience then too? Same fucking two-faced one that she can't figure out. But her snout's always there, and she's always just like, I was just watching. I've been watching it all. And that one's my friend, no matter what. Even though they lie and attack and stalk kids, they're still my friend. So, where's the other abusers been, by the way? Jamie, Eric, Becky. A few have fallen out, haven't they? Have they given their depositions? Boom.
Now Jamie's been in love before, and she knows what love is for. It should mean a little more than
Ha 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 ha!